Las Vegas thinks it's seen everything and ready for anything. But Vegas, you are not ready. Not for the hits, not for the noise, and certainly not for the rockers. The Las Vegas Rockers take the field April 18th. Season tickets on sale now. Vegas is not ready.
Welcome, everybody. We got some exciting guests today. We got the COO, Tom Mitchell, head coach of the Las Vegas Rockers, Coach Hollywood, and Vincent Joseph. How are you guys doing today?
Good, man. It's a good day.
That's good. That's good. So I wanted to ask
When was Vincent? VJ, when was the last time you were actually called Vincent?
I will say about right before I joined the military. That's when I was actually called this. So about maybe
VJ,
13 years ago, 14 years ago.
Yeah, VJ, and then call him VJ.
Call me VJ, Joseph. It doesn't matter. I answer to it all.
Got you. So how do you and Hollywood know each other, VJ?
I don't know what it is, guys, but I can't even hear Brayden. I can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me? Tom and okay.
He just wants to know how you and Hollywood met.
Wow, that's a good one. We met, of course, at your hands, bringing in the Ontario Warriors to Ontario. That was a big move for us, simply because professional football wasn't in, Los Angeles County at the time.
Yeah.
So that was huge. So we met on that team, and I remember we met during a tryout, and he was the loudest person out there. He was the loudest person out there. But I'm also a loud individual as well. So we connected a lot, and defense win championships. He's up front, I'm in the back. I mean, it's a match made in heaven. That's a tandem that you can win a championship with, and you can beat a team 92-0. So that's basically
He's speaking the truth, Brayden.
No,
they beat a team 92-0.
Yeah. No, I agree. Defense wins championships. You saw that with the Seahawks this year. Great defense. They won the Super Bowl. So I totally agree. Defense does win championships.
I don't know
what was it like for you guys to play for Ontario? And
Tom, I can hear you, but I can't hear Brayden at all.
He's just asking right now, what was it like to play for Ontario as a new startup league out there, and kind of the stuff that we had to go through building what we were trying to build in Ontario.
And what's good about this? Can you hear me?
We went through a lot of hurdles. We went through a ton of hurdles. And kudos, and it's a testament to you, Tom, building around the organization to where we were able to get out in the community and able to meet people in the community. We went to a couple schools. We went to a couple pop-up shops and stuff like that. So getting the Ontario Warrior name out there was real easy because, California loves football. So, and then you have characters like Hollywood, characters like myself, Solomon, which is another great. We were, honored to do it. So getting out there in the public, making sure our name is heard, and making sure our personalities so clear, and we did real good. I would like for it to stick around a little bit longer than what it did. But hey, that is what it is. That's the game. And 14, 15 years later, here we are.
Brayden, these guys were part of one of the best teams ever assembled. And when they say defense wins championships, the going joke used to be, listen, I always wanted points because points sells tickets, but that defense, you could not move the ball on them, which is it's undescribable in indoor football. The teams that they were beating had a lot more experience, had played the previous season, so we were an expansion team. We assembled a bunch of some veterans from around, but also some rookies. brought them all together. And the defense was just it was another level. It was another level defense. And to be quite honest, our offense was a good offense, probably overshadowed by the defense. But I think our best players on offense sometimes didn't even play. And our defense sometimes our defense outscored the other team's offense.
Wow. Wow.
Listen, you're talking about a guy. Listen, you got two guys here that put such beatings on the other teams that there was a game. They beat a team 92-0 by midway through the third quarter. The quarterback just started throwing the ball out of bounds. He didn't want to get hit him anymore. They took his heart away. They took his soul away. And that team spent the first 15 minutes in the tunnel talking trash like they were going to do something. And it got bad. And it got bad quick when they started the game. So you're talking to, VJ is he's world-class speed. He came out of USC, Long Beach Poly, got into some NFL camps. People couldn't catch a pass against him. And I'll tell you this, there was a game that we had a little struggle. It was our first game. We were struggling a little bit getting going. And we were up 10-0 right before halftime. They scored a touchdown. And he was our kick returner. And I went up to him. I said, VJ, you go return this. And this, it's 15 years ago, so I don't care who knows now. But I said, hey, listen, you return this for a touchdown because there was only 13 seconds to go. And I'll put an extra 100 on your plate for the team meal. And he looked at me. And I said, yeah. And I'll be darned if he didn't fake one way and then just bolt the other way. And not only did he get a touchdown, but he slid into the end zone to let everybody know.
Yeah.
And they never looked back. That was the season ended for every other team on that play. At that point, the team banded together. And after that, it was if it wasn't Beast and Souter and Hollywood smacking the shit out of people up front, it was Roy Otis knocking the quarterback out unconscious. It was these guys picking off passes or just you couldn't throw a pass against them. It was quite amazing. And I'll say this, and I don't take this lightly. I went to a game that year, the team in Arizona that was at that time in the Arena Football League. And I watched that team. They ended up winning the championship. And I said, our team, the Warriors could have beaten that team that year. I would have put them on the field with anybody. Yeah. They were that good. It's just across the board. He mentioned guys that nobody's ever heard of. Solomon Jones. You couldn't cover that guy. You could not cover him. We got a guy coaching up here in Salt Lake City, Sia Burley, that you couldn't cover him. Nobody could cover Solomon Jones. And he let you know it. I run routes, man.
Yeah, I run routes.
Know it. That team was so fun to watch. And watch how far they came, how far Hollywood came from a rookie showing up to what he became, to leaders forming on that team, to just everybody banding together to develop like I said, it's one of the greatest teams ever assembled in indoor football, and they didn't get a chance to finish what they started. That was taken away from all of us. Not in a good
what ended up happening? I'm unfamiliar with
greed at the top level, greed and mismanagement. But I'll tell you what, that learning experience of seeing that from the inside is what led to this business model to make sure this crap doesn't happen again and to put those people out of business. So that's, there's a lot of determination from experiences we've gone through, because those guys gave us everything they had. Listen, it didn't come easy for them. They were working on, our workout sessions were on the side of a mountain in the middle of February up in Chaffee College. And it's, it's 35, 40 degrees up there. And we put those guys through a crazy training that nobody's ever seen before. So when it came time for the fourth quarter, those teams were quitting. We were playing. They wanted no part of our team. Our team was fresh, excited, and just taking the life away from teams. I mean, I'm not kidding you, man. If you didn't get a chance to see it, it was unfair. And they were playing athletes out there. They weren't playing guys that didn't belong on the field. They were just that much better. And I think they had a couple good coaches, but I think it was more about their bond that they had, the chemistry that they had as a team, that they played for each other, and they went out and they did it. They weren't going to let each other down. It was a fun team to watch, and it was taken away. But that anger from what we went through is what led to what the IAL is today and the model that is today. That's where it all came from.
And that's exactly how I can tell that the IAL is going to be a huge success, is because of that determination. And for as long as I've known you, Tom, it's always just been that determination, that can-do attitude. And I'm telling anybody who's listening right now, this is going to be the next big thing. The IAL is going to be the premier indoor league within a very short time. And so we're super excited to get this thing started. Michael Klein says, how does it actually work with all the equipment setting up the stadium
Michael,
in Europe?
Michael, I just spent an hour and a half with a shipping company this morning. Flying. We're putting shit on planes. We're putting shit on boats. It's all coming. It's on its way, man. Spent an hour and a half on the phone with those guys this morning. So everybody out there that says we don't have fields and we don't have this and we don't have that, boy, you're getting smacked upside the head with some reality real soon.
Yeah, well, and they don't see the behind-the-scenes stuff either.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, I could say this about the people who want to say we don't got fields and what have you. I sat right there in the office and watched you order the fields. So so I was there. I was there. And regardless if you guys want to believe Tom's guy or not, I was there when he ordered the fields. I ran on the turf samples myself. So things are getting done, and the fields are going to.
We got too many people. We got too many people doing too many things for anybody. Listen, the only people saying it's not happening are the competitors that are really worried that it really is happening.
Yeah,
to be honest with you. That's what we see, and it shows a lack of business acumen is what it shows. Listen, this past weekend we had something really cool happen, and that's why I wanted these guys on there, because it was like a proud moment for me to see these guys out there running a tryout session, 14, 15 years later, after I saw them, putting in the work, to build the team that we were building, and now they're working together. Hollywood's out there running the show. Vincent's out there talking some stuff to him, trying to get these guys ready. I was really happy to see the way, the turnout and to see these guys coaching together and the way that they're working together. I was really happy. So I'll let you guys take it from here and let you guys talk about, the experience this weekend.
Okay. It was a great experience, right?
That right there alone. I don't think I haven't been around football since then. I think it's been about 12 to 13 years I haven't been around football. So I appreciate the opportunity to have me come back out and get back into what I'm comfortable. And just like riding a bike, baby, I'm going to talk some mess. I'm going to talk some mess, just like riding a bike. But DBs, defense win championships. DBs were the best athletes on the field. We have to be the best athletes on the field. And we worry about those big boys up front, to keep us grounded and to keep us, getting these interceptions and returning these pick sixes, So Coach Hollywood is always going to bring in someone that's going to press the issue up front. And right there, that's where it starts. That's where defense starts. So getting those big boys going, watching one-on-ones, oh my God, man, it's fun. It's fun to be around it. And I cannot wait to get started. And it was just a great turnout for one, and a great the great opportunity for me to get out my shell. I've been in the Army for 13 years, so now I'm back in the football thing and the football swing. So I appreciate it. Thanks to Coach Hollywood, and thanks to you, Tom. Thanks for having me. Great.
No, thanks for coming out, man. I'm excited about it.
I'm curious, what has the experience been like for
Brayden? I want to hear Hollywood talk about the weekend too. Let me hear Hollywood.
Hey, again, everything just full circle. It just, and I expressed to UTM over the weekend. It just, when I was coaching, I happened to just look over and see a smile on your face, man, and it meant a lot to me, because I know it was beyond the coaching thing, but just seeing the growth in myself and in Vijo, and just and I looked over at Vijo as well, and that was a huge pickup, being able to get Vijo, because it does take me back to where we was that dominant defense. So trying to bring that dominant mentality, that culture, and that standard to the Las Vegas Rockers. So having Vijo behind me, just like back in 2012, what have you, I'm very confident that we can almost try our best. I know it ain't too many me and Vijos out there, but we're going to try our best to try to duplicate what we did back in 2012, and just being that defense that controls the game, that controls the tempo, that's out there on the same page. And another thing, like Tom brought up before, is we were very unselfish. We were a true family, and that's what I try to preach this past Sunday to the guys. Yes, we're out here competing, but we are family first. And once we really buy into being a family, the rest will take care of itself. I remember me and Beast and Souter used to do odds and evens because we didn't want to we didn't want to go in. I already had 4 sacks on the day. I was good. So we had to do odds and evens because who was going to go in and fit that series. But it was just good to just be around guys like that who had like-minded mentalities, who had the same goal, great ownership. It was just a great family and team to be a part of.
Yeah. Brayden, go ahead and ask a question, man. Come at us from
Yeah. So I was just curious to know, what has the experience been like for you guys to reunite, and how has it been going so far as, as far as like recruiting players, putting your team together, all of that?
So to just touch base, the first time I haven't seen Vito in those 15 years. But one thing that I will give, we always stayed, me and VJ shares a birthday. A lot of people don't know that. Both our birthdays is January 20th. So me and Vito share a birthday. And it just throughout my coaching career, because we built such a bond, don't matter where I was, and if I got a job or if I won a championship or something, Vito would just check in. I'm proud of you, Hollywood. I'm proud of you. I'm watching you from afar. We've always been connected. And when we came out here to Vegas and I realized he was out here, I looked at TM and said, listen, I think I'm going to get Vincent. I hope he's with it. And he was, and a great pickup he is.
Yeah, listen, to add on that, it was good to see them out there, but the funny part is Hollywood didn't really get involved. I know he wanted to. He wanted to get in there and do some one-on-ones with those linemen, I could tell. But VJ actually started doing some backpedaling. He was doing some stuff. He got that old competition going, and he wanted to jump in there and do some stuff. Brayden, let him back in. I think he dropped off real quick. But you could tell Vincent was having a good time out there, man. He was showing the guys how to backpedal. And one of the things I will say is Mark and VJ were out there, and both of them were a little too humble. Those guys didn't realize who was coaching them a lot of times. Like when Mark and VJ are giving you advice, you better take it. I mean, you're talking about guys that know what they're talking about. Same thing. I mean, everybody knows Hollywood. They know his pedigree, but, those guys were out there, giving some advice to some guys that really weren't I'd say they weren't really coachable. And I just thought, wow, you don't know who's giving you this advice, guys. You gotta absorb that and just say thank you, because and I had a conversation with Mark about it, and VJ the same thing. At one point, VJ was telling a guy, just use your feet. And I go, VJ, it's not that easy for him. I mean, it's you. I mean, come on, man. You're talking about a guy that runs, sub 4.3 or whatever out there and stuff. You gotta. So people need to understand, like, these coaches and this team, the Rockers team and the coaches on this team, they have, listen, they know what they're talking about. If they tell you something for arena football, they tell you something, you damn well better listen. That's what I'll tell you. And so it was good to see. You could tell they were having a good time. And in the end, that's what we need to do, is have a good time out there playing some football, playing some arena football.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm fanning out the whole time. I'm fanning out with Mark. I'm supposed to be coaching, and I'm just honored to be on the sideline with him because I'm an Eagles fan. So I'm just like, Mark, like, just to have him around was just awesome. So yeah.
It was a good day. We don't call Mark anymore. We call him the ref, because he was throwing flags all over the place. He had flags coming out on every play. Listen, it's good to have high expectations, and I think the Rockers do. I don't think Hollywood's listen, it's championship or bust for those guys, I think, and I think they have those high expectations. I think they're serious expectations. I think that winning mentality breeds a winning mentality, right? And I think if you're a player, I think that's the situation you want to come into.
Sure.
So, listen, I'm looking forward to the Rockers season. Obviously, I'm up here in Salt Lake City helping them get going too. I'm looking forward to the whole league. But what Hollywood and what Mark are building down there, and the group they're bringing in with VJ and the other coaches and the players they're bringing in, it's going to be exciting to see. It's going to be really exciting to see.
Oh yeah, and I think we're all excited. I think that all the Rockers fans, I've been seeing online, everybody's super excited for the season. I've been seeing on Facebook, Instagram, everyone's really pumped for the season. And seeing those tryouts, like I saw the videos, and it made me even more excited. What was it like going to those tryouts and being a part of that? Was there anything that stood out to you guys about the tryouts, or any specific player that stood out?
I'm going to jump out right now. I've got another meeting. You guys take care. You guys go ahead and continue on, guys. Bye.
Yep. For me, I'd say it's the talent. You know, the talent was there. Not so much the technique, but technique it'll come. But it was a lot of talent out there. We identified a D lineman. I cannot think of his name. He was real good, real strong. Um, he he's definitely impressed in the 40 as well. And I identified one of the DB that was actually pretty good. I don't think he had a pass caught on him during the tryout. So there's some players out there. Everybody did well. Not so much running well. It's kind of hard to run on turf and you just
Yeah.
off the couch or just off of work. So but it definitely was a great turnout, and definitely was a few players out there that we can see potentially as soon as me and Coach Hollywood sort things out, see if we want to bring into camp and see if they can, compete for a spot.
Right. Yeah. And like I said, looking at those tryouts, it got me excited for the season for sure. So are these like mostly college guys, D1 guys, D2, former arena players? What kind of turnout did you have for tryouts?
We had a little bit of everything. We had all levels, D1, D2. We had some former arena guys, some veterans out there, what have you. Everything from there far did come out. The biggest thing for me when it comes down to tryouts, like I said on a previous video, I believe that they put on social media the other day, is the biggest thing is seeing people that believe in themselves. So when I see young men, when I see athletes that believe in themselves, that is 95% of the battle, right? And so just seeing those young men come out, take their Sunday and believe in themselves and put themselves in the situation to earn an opportunity, they're already all green flags in my book. So those are the kind of guys we're looking for, guys who want to compete, guys who believe in themselves, and guys who's willing to take on and live up to the standard that the Las Vegas Rockers are going to hold.
I think we might have lost VJ, but we'll wait for him to come back in. But Coach Hollywood, was there anyone whose story really hit you hard, or anyone who really stood out as far as their story and where they came from?
I
You
don't
got
really.
one. You got one. I give you one, Coach. I know you got one. I don't want to cut you off, but the guy you got his number. He's a hard worker. He was extremely. You asked him, what else
Okay.
did you do?
Yes. It was it was one gentleman out there who was just a hard worker,
Yeah.
and just was running around giving it his all. And
Yeah.
before the trial started, he came to me, Coach. He said, Coach, I don't have much, but I'm gonna give you my all. And that's all we kind of look for, right? And he gave it his all, and he kind of knew that he wasn't kind of up to par, but he came to me, and I walked up to him and I said, "Are you willing to do anything else for us?" He said, "Coach, I would do anything," and he was just so enthusiastic about just being a part and willing to do anything. So I told him to text me, and he called me. So I got on him about that because I'm very pay attention to detail. I say text me, don't call me. Pay attention to detail. But he eventually texted me, and we're looking forward to speaking with him about other opportunities.
Yeah.
So
But,
you're way more of a texter than a person who prefers phone calls. Then
the easiest way to get along with me is doing what you're told, right? Paying attention to direction. That's how it's simple. It's simple. When it comes down to any capacity of me, I make it easy on anybody that's connected to me. I'm gonna let you know exactly what it is I need you to do. You don't have to guess. You don't have to wonder. I'm gonna let you know exactly what it is. So when I ask you to text me, text me. Some people I say call me. That means call me. You do the opposite. I'm not a big fan of that. So, but yeah.
I see. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I think that people who are able to, follow directions and stuff, that's always going to be, a valuable thing. And especially when it comes to football too, you're the head coach, you expect things done a certain way. And so if, you need people to follow your direction and follow your leadership. So I totally get that. So what kind of things were you evaluating at tryouts? Is it speed? Is it overall football IQ? Is it precision? What kind of things were you evaluating?
Go ahead, Coach.
A little bit of it all, right? I don't do much coaching at the tryouts. I don't do much talking. Like TM was saying, I'm just looking. I'm evaluating.
Mm-hmm.
But I evaluate everything. I told them I evaluate how they stressed on their own. I evaluate who was first in line. I evaluate how they warm up and how they cheered on other guys. I evaluated every single thing that they were doing. Because again, not only are we building a football team, but the main thing we're building is better men. And I'm a firm believer in having good character guys with integrity and with great attitudes and discipline and things of that nature. So
Absolutely.
I'm a big character guy first, so I was looking at everything. But yeah, the evaluation, of course, you're looking for who's fast. Are you fast and can catch, or you going to catch, right? Are you can you backpedal, or can you only run straight, right? Can you catch in traffic, or what have you? Do the ball have to come directly to your hands, or can you adjust? I mean, are you a playmaker? Can you do things? Can you track the ball? How do you track the ball? All kind of things that I was paying attention to. But yeah, at tryouts, I don't do much coaching. Just another. I just observe, and the coaching start in camp.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, and so VJ, I'm familiar with you, semi familiar with you, and I knew you were a great defensive back. And so when you evaluate talent, how do you evaluate talent, and do you look for players that have your type of play style, or do you look just across the board?
Okay, well, so let's say it this way. Talent is God given. If you have talent, if you can play this game, it's God given. I'm not really looking for someone that is able to do the same things that I've done, because that's crazy. I'm not gonna try to do that, because I like to think of myself as a one of one. So, but I'm just looking for talent. I'm not evaluating any cones. I'm not evaluating. Of course, the evaluation. Can you backpedal? Can you brake? But no cones, no.
I think we might have lost him.
Yeah, we don't. We just try to see who can play. VJ was really good. He was really, really good. Like I said, he was part of the Pete Carroll of the USC team with Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush and all of those guys. And so he come from structure. He comes from great coaching. Yeah, I mean he come from good. He come from good soil. So we definitely take what VJ says and hold it to a very high regard. But yeah, I'm almost through if you are, Brayden.
Yeah. I think Jason was calling me. I think he wants me to wrap up. So we'll wrap up here. But Coach Hollywood, thank you so much for being on. And VJ, if you can hear me, I want to thank you too for being a part of this. And keep doing your thing, guys. Bring a championship to Las Vegas.
Absolutely. Hey, go Rockers, baby. Go Rockers, baby.
Go Rockers.
Let's go.